So I woke up at 3 a.m. There two nights ago, and I couldn't get back to sleep. I was thinking about how I was going to create a marketing campaign for new season detailing to get things noticed online because I've already tried and went outside and did the door-to-door sales and things like that, and I realized that that wasn't my direction. And I was getting most of my clients already, the other clients that I already had, I was getting them online. So I decided to focus my efforts on that. And so when I woke up at 3 a.m., because I was thinking about this idea the night before, I basically, or that night or whatever, I was realizing that, okay, so I have to, I'll make a commercial. And I can make a commercial because I basically have skill sets within just film, within recording and stuff like that. I have my DSLR camera here, and with just the technical know-how that I've developed over the years since 2018 within making videos and stuff like that, and marketing and all that stuff in a different way. Because I didn't realize that I was sort of into marketing, but I actually was for the longest time, because really what marketing is selling yourself. And for me, I've always wanted to be authentic and share my story, and that's what people care about. That's what people connect with. That's what they'll come back for is you being authentic and you sharing who you really are, instead of this polished idea that you think that people need to have of you. And anyway, so when I was going through this and realizing that so the people that are posting on say for example these Facebook groups and just online groups for their businesses, their small businesses, especially when it comes to detailing, honestly, there's not much competition for me because I stand out where I'm actually showing who I am. I'm being vulnerable about my story and the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. On my website, which also I've been creating my website for new season detailing to kind of stand out, because I realize that the majority of detailers, they only have Facebook pages or Instagrams, and that's fine and dandy, but with today with AI being the way that it is, for everybody being able to create pictures and images and marketing material through AI for their businesses, man, you scroll through that stuff online and it's just it all looks the same. So basically, for me to stand out, I gotta be authentic, and there's no problem there because that's just what I do. So anyway, thinking about this commercial, I'm like, okay, well, I know that I can really, make a really banger commercial. And not just that, but that commercial will be something that other small businesses will see when I share that material on those small business events. And then I also go in person now and talk to people in person. So with that combination, I guarantee you people, small businesses will be reaching out to me and being asking, hey, how did you put that commercial together, and could you do that for me? And I realized that that's actually something that I was thinking about prior to even building new season detailing and everything. When I first signed up with a live and free coach launch to be an emotional health coach, I noticed that people in the group that I was a part of, they were on the older side, in their late 40s, 50s. Some of them were late 30s. And anyway, they weren't really technologically savvy. And so I just decided to create a course where I just had, private YouTube videos and, describing and sharing about, framing, proper framing and scripting and video editing and inserts, overlays over live streams and stuff like that. So all these different things. And I realized that now, it hasn't gone away. It's just it was basically dormant in a sense. And that is Mercer Shift Media, which is basically my media arm, which I have been kind of utilizing within YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. But really, it comes into play when you're shooting B-roll and you're shooting up, you're getting a tripod set up outside and trying to get the right shooting and the right framing and the right time of day, and the right lighting and stuff like that, and the right sound. So all that stuff is basically another stream of revenue for me, another passive income stream where I realized that my business, New Season Detailing, isn't the only business that I have. It's also Mercer Shift Media Limited, and it's also Autopilot to Alive, and that is, of course, from this video right here, that's my coaching business. So those three, and also leadership, inner game of leadership, which is specifically around companies and talking about employees and sharing how they can be the best productive employees they can be, based off of being more aware. But anyway, so with all of these notches on my belt, I realized that like it's not that you build one business and then you essentially go on to the next. You can do that, but for me, the way that I express that, the way that I express my entrepreneurial mindset, is through basically knowing that business is not your identity. Your business is an extension of you. And so your business, if you have multiple expressions of yourself that can actually, bring value to the market in many different places, well then utilize it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So anyway, yeah, it's a very interesting set of details that I've been learning. Peace out, guys. God bless.